everyone, and welcome back to The Elegant Catholic. My name is Therese, and today I'm going to be showing you how I'm studying the Bible during Advent. So during Advent every year, a few years ago I found out about the tradition where you read the book of Luke and a chapter each day starting December 1st until December 24th. So by the time Christmas Day comes on the 25th, you all would have read the whole life of Jesus and know the reason why you're celebrating Christmas. I love that tradition. And this year, though, I decided I'm going to be doing a little more of a Bible study and highlighting. So I'll just show you my simple way I am doing it for this Advent season. And if you don't have the time for some reason to pick up the Bible and read it, if you're a busy mom, college student, whatever, gets busy. So actually, on Skirt Squad over at that channel, which my sister and I have, we actually recorded like a year or two ago all of the 24 chapters. So you can just click it and listen to it as you're cooking, putting your makeup on, or doing whatever. So let me show you how I am Bible studying, and this is the raw footage of me. I'm in my pajamas, hair back, no makeup. So let's get started on how I do this. Okay, so the footage you saw before this is like how my layout is. I have my Bible right here, which is the Holy Bible, and it's the Dewey Rings version. I have all the links to all the products here over on my Pinterest. I will link that down below for you. So that's where I got all the cute little things. And inside of my bag, I have my Bible study bag, little baggie. Anyways, inside here I got my little cross, what's it called? Paper clips. This is how they look like, super cute. So right now I'm just using one just to mark where I'm at. And I have a bunch of pens, and of course, as you saw, I have all of my highlighters. So I'll give you a little way of what I'm doing. So I'll show you over here. Okay, so it's the day before, so this was on the 4th I'm recording. So for example, on chapter 4, which was what I read here, I typically highlight different part, like what they're saying more so. So for here, it was like the parts that I highlighted in orange is what Jesus spoke. Okay, and then in this more of like this brownish kind of color, I just highlighted things that stood out a little bit more. So like, when I say to you that no prophet is accepted in his own country, and in the truth I say to you. Okay, so that's just like, something that just stuck out, and it's just like, okay, and you should highlight that. And then I typically try to, have forgotten a few times, I highlight like in pink, like more ones that like stand out the most for me. Then in green, or in some other kind of vibrant color, because like you can tell here, this one is like the one that stands out the most, and this is the one that I will be using in my booklet. So this is like the verse that I will be using in my notebook, which I'll show you next. So, and when the devil had thrown him into the midst, he went out of him and hurt him not at all. So that's the verse that stood out to me the most, because this is talking about the temptation of Jesus. That is what my chosen verses for this chapter. I'm trying to find ones that are like a bit more challenging, so I can actually think about what I'm going to write, instead of the typical ones. But do what is, there's no specific rule. So, but then what I have done though for sure is the blue. I use that for anytime Mary speaks, unless it's something else, or if it has something else, as in his mother's name is mentioned in it. I use the blue, since Mary is like, Mary and blue go together. So, but again, just try to figure out your own pathway for how to use the highlighters. I don't have really a system, but that's what I've started. This is my first time Bible studying, actually, like highlighting, I should say, because I did do Bible study in high school since I was homeschooled. And then I actually found this little booklet. Actually, my mom found it at Hobby Lobby, like in that front section where the little knickknacks are. So in the front, it's hardcover, which I like. And it says in the front, trust in the Lord with all your heart, Proverbs. So here we have, I still have to do my little writings here. Here you have the date. Circle the day of the week. So it's Wednesday today when I'm recording. Here, I love this. Verse of the day. So this is a little verse, and that one that I showed you that it's in green, I will be writing here, and I do that in cursive, and then I write words from. Then here, my prayers. So as I read this verse, I think, okay, what are my prayers? So they have 1, 2, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I do every other one instead of all of them, all of the 10. I just do the ones in brown and I fill them in. So I'll have to think of 5 prayers from just that verse alone that I want to, like, you know, like improve on or something. That's what I try to do. Then you have my little bookmark here, and this part says my praises. So then I think about this and I contemplate and wonder, like, the more meaning and depth within it. So I write that in this little section. I try to fill it up, and then on the bottom here is we have my worries, which is in the blue, and it's just like anything that I might be like troubled with within that particular verse. I write down in here. So I hope that makes sense. But so yeah, this book was like $3.99, so super affordable. But this is what I'm using right now, and then I'm going to be filling this up, and then I'll have my notebooks too that I can use for after I'm done filling this up. So for example, I'll show you example like the day before. I'll read to you a little bit. So for example, I wrote down in the first part, who was of God. Luke 3:38. This was when they were talking about the lineage, and they said Adam, who was of God. That was the full verse, but I just like the part of who was of God. So then some of my prayers for that is I want to get closer to God. I want to become a better princess, since we're all prince and princesses of God's court. I want to talk to God more, that I never forget that God made me. You know, I always have that engraved in my head. And remember that God is my dad. So those are like my prayers. And then for my praises, based off of that verse, is who was of God. So this is what my praise is in. What a powerful verse, although it is short. No matter who we are, all of us come from God. This is why I call God Father. How beautiful it is to think about how great, mighty, and powerful God is, and how we are small, weak, and sinful. Yet we get to use that amazing word, Father, to the one who is and always will be. What a beautiful thought. So just something, and whatever you can think of based off of that verse. It's a good time because I like doing this before bed, so that you can like end your day with a nice calm thoughts. And then on the bottom, I just have my worries, which I'll just, you know, keep that personal there. But I hope you got a little inspiration there, how I do my little Bible study during Advent this time. So again, this was filmed on the 4th, but I'm posting it today. So I hope you guys enjoy this next video in Vlogmas, and I will be seeing you in tomorrow's video. And don't forget to like and to subscribe, and don't forget that you got this, and God bless, and good night, everybody.